the Bitcoin and crypto kiss of death signal update, as well as why I believe that Bitcoin and altcoins have no choice but to boom in June, or to be honest, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. To me, it seems like if we don't, then we're in for some big trouble for the crypto market if we don't see a boom by the end of June. That's what we're going to kind of go over in this video. We're going to get updated on that monthly chart for the total crypto market cap and take a look at that, along with how long past cycles have ran for, as well as take a look at the Bitcoin macro tops chart for the Stargate templates and see where that's kind of shaping up. So let's just get straight into it. Just kind of want to get my thoughts down here as far as what needs to happen in the month of June for this crypto bull run to continue and for alt season to commence. Let's start off with the total crypto market cap. Looking at this, we did see the kiss of death signal confirm as of last month, May's monthly candle close. And that's because we didn't see Bitcoin close the candle above 108,500. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're cooked, that we're fried. Although that looking to the past bull markets, the monthly sell now signal, the kiss of death signal has called the tops. There is a little knob in the Stargate OG signals that if you were to turn it off, you'll see here, show warning signals. If you were to uncheck that, that means that, or that shows that this signal actually did not flash, nor did we have prepare to sell soon signals. So what that means is when you uncheck the show warning signals, that means that when the prepare to sell soons come in and the sell now come in, that means all the stars have aligned for how the Stargate signals works for that to flash. If this is on, this could mean that some of the stars aligned. Some of the stars have aligned, but not all the stars. So if you were to uncheck this, all the stars have aligned, and those are critical. You got to follow those. I mean, looking here and looking here. But looking here in this current bull market, we haven't even flashed those sell warnings yet. All the stars have not necessarily aligned for us to have even the prepare to sell soons yet. But looking at this, some of the stars have aligned for us to flash those prepare to sell soons, and then ultimately the sell now did flash last month. So on a scale to 1 to 10 on how worrisome this could be, I'm not going to give it a full scale 10, because if we uncheck this, all the stars have not aligned here. This is definitely a different bull market, let's say. It's been probably the hardest one out there and the weirdest. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate this signal, probably a 6 as far as really needing to pay attention to it. And although it doesn't mean sell everything right now, we're still maintaining market structure up here. So we're still okay as far as that goes. That's one thing. But another worrisome thing is taking the fractals of past bull markets. So from this capitulation bear market low in January 2015 to the top, if I were to drag that over to the capitulation low that we had set in June of 2022, you can see that as far as a timing perspective, the top necessarily would come in this month of June of 2025 comparatively to a timing perspective in the 2017 bull market. And then looking at the capitulation candle of the bear market of 2018, the sell now signal here, taking that, pulling it down, and then dragging that out to the capitulation candle back in June of 2022, you can see same thing. That double top with the sell now came in right at this moment if we were to compare it to present day as well too. So that's another thing that I'm like, ooh, looking at the past two bull markets, the timing analysis there, I mean, all that aligns with this month, the top being in, and seeing that sell now signal come in as well. That doesn't stack up great as far as continuation. But looking at how, you uncheck this little knob on the Stargate signals, and we don't have those same all the stars aligning like we did back then as well too. So could this be an elongated cycle? I mean, looking at the structure, if we were to bring like a trend like this up like that, 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 we still haven't yet put like a vertical spike blow off top type of move in here. So that's one thing that I'm like, it'd be very odd for us to top without this type of movement, this type of vertical blow off top market behavior. So that's one thing that I'm like, do we top with this kind of structure? It doesn't feel like it should. It doesn't feel like it should. So those are some things that I'm kind of, that are on my mind right now. The timing analysis, the the sell now signal that had flashed, although it's some of the stars aligning. But then looking at the momentum here, if we were to continue up, then in my opinion, we'd be doing a similar structure back in 2020, like May, June of 2020, where you can see that we had our cross down, our cross up, our cross down, and this what sent it up. And this happened more elongated versus this was a little tighter, where we had our cross up, our cross down, our cross up, cross down. Our next cross up was comparatively, that June, July 2020 timeframe, where it was a couple months later, then we put in that blow off top. So we could be either doing that, or, the structure looks similar to back here, where we went down all the way in the monthly stock RSI to below the 20 line. We had a little cross up, but ultimately the momentum faded and we went to our bear market. And then same here, we had that cross up below the 20 line, but momentum faded, we went to our bear market. So that's why it's very critical by the end of this month for us to see that momentum to the upside for the total crypto market cap, and for us to cross back above 50, for us to see that momentum come in like we did in the summer of 2020 to put in that blow off top. And then we need to see that TSI cross up and continue up. We don't want to see something similar to 2020, 2021, where we had our first spike right here. We came down, tried to cross up. First spike right here, came down, tried to cross up, then ultimately rolled over like that. So like I said, this month is going to be very critical to see the health of this bull market going forward. And I don't subscribe to the fact that if Bitcoin were to come down and, come back to 76K or sub 70K, that's healthy, that we're still in a bull market. In my opinion, at that point, we're likely heading down to 50K, maybe even sub 40K for the bear market bottom to come in at the bottom of the belly of the beast. So where we're at right now is very critical as far as a momentum perspective to maintain above 100K, 99K, at the very worst 95 to 93K flats. Closing below those levels and maintaining below there for a prolonged amount of time does not tune well for the continuation of the crypto bull run. So we covered the total crypto market cap and what I'm kind of watching out for there, and looking at similarities, etc. Looking at the Bitcoin macro tops template. So we're on the 45-day chart. So looking at this, we don't have a sell now signal flashing, which called the previous bull market tops in 2014, 2018, 2021 for Bitcoin, which is good. But looking at this momentum down here, if we were to cross below this 50 line, it's not looking well, because crossing down below here, 2018, crossing down below here, 2021, and then me pulling up kind of what happened, that's what really set in stone that confirmation signal, So like I said, 26 days this candle closes, that brings us to the end of June. June is going to be decision time. It's going to be the decision time as far as what's going to happen in this crypto bull market here. To me, it'd be very odd for us, the top bear market, to come in. I mean, altcoins haven't done absolutely anything. It would just be super bizarre. And to me, it'd be the biggest rug pull of the past decade in the crypto market. But we can't rule it out. And that's why I'm covering it. We got to cover the other side of the coin here. So the 45-day chart, still no sell now yet. But like I said, this month is crucial for us to put on some serious gains and for Bitcoin to crack above 115 and start heading up to new all-time highs aggressively, so altcoins can continue with it as well too, and for those to put their blow-off tops in as well. So to me, it's very 50-50 at the moment, because you look at things like Bitcoin dominance that are up at levels that you don't see bear markets start to kick in at. You look at Bitcoin not putting in that aggressive move to the upside, no sell now yet. It's very 50-50 as far as how this could play out. But we can't rule out the fact that the top could potentially be in, but we're not quite there yet. We need to see how this month plays out. But I wanted to put it on the radar as far as the kiss of death signal, the timing perspective as far as total. Also, this little feature with the Stargate signals, that knob, if you uncheck it, it gives you when all the stars align. And if you check it, it's when some of the stars align, and how that's not necessarily the nail on the coffin. And update on the Bitcoin macro tops chart, and as far as we're still Gucci as far as that goes. But you let me know in the comments, what do you think? What do you think's about to pan out? I'm just a kid with a dream and a crypto coin and a Carhartt shirt. So you let me know in the comments what your opinion is what you think, and I'll be reading those comments to see what the consensus is. But yeah, I just wanted to push this additional update out as far as a little macro update, what I'm watching for as far as the drivers go, and to see what you guys are thinking. I'm leaning more personal opinion, not financial advice. That blow off top incoming, we got to see it. We got to see it. But you let me know, are there other stars that I'm not taking a look at, or are there things aligning at the moment? To me, I'm still watching out for that blow off top and altcoins to melt up for a final boom. And maybe we could have another final boom at the end of this year, a second one, but I'm still at least looking out for one more boom here in the coming months. So that's going to be it. June is going to be huge. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Link is in the bio for that and in the next video.